I heard that the church is the only army that shoots its wounded. It's ironic that the iron nails that were driven into Christ's cross have been refurbished into bullets that obliterate those whose grip on the cross is not as firm. Dear church, you preach grace while being a disgrace to everything Jesus stood for. I can't stand or understand you. How many more souls will you gossip out of those doors, you hypocrites? Quick to point out the specks in the eyes of your bros while you have logs in yours. I wonder where you got the boss to play judge just because your suit has the choir badge. Christ made it clear that it is the poor in spirit that he holds dear. I fear for this religion that is based on showcasing your good works and suits when in the actual sense you're not clothed with his vision of righteousness. Those fabrics are tailored with devilish designs, because when Christ says come as you are, the church says come when you're clean, and dumps everyone that struggles with sin in the church bin. It's a shame that we've personalized God's message, and it's funny because when Jesus walked the earth, he didn't chill with you, he chilled with them. Not the praise team, but the dancing queens. Not the upright, but those that didn't act right. Not the preachers or pastors, but the prostitutes. Because while the Jews rejected him, the Samaritans let him in, while the rich and powerful stood in the sidelines, testing, spying, and trying to entrap him. The poor, the sick, the tax collectors, and sinners crowded around him, dancing in their mess to the tune of his message of healing and forgiveness. I'm not sorry to announce that the social rejects described in the Gospels are the ones he loved more, because where sin abounds, the grace abounds even more. Now tell me, is the makeup of your church based on the same foundations of Christ's church, or do you brush aside everyone that seems unworthy and conceal the truth that his grace is supplied daily? And could it be that when you reject those that fall pregnant outside wedlock, you reject the Jesus who was born outside wedlock? Dear church, what happened to love? What happened to not throwing stones if we too were guilty? Was the beauty of Christianity if the duty of seeking and saving the lost focuses on displaying the found, and if its warm embrace is for those who already bask in God's grace? Dear church, if God knows no undesirables, why do we only desire to be among those of our kind, those of like mind? See, Jesus taught of a God who prefers the pleas of an ordinary sinner to the supplications of a religious professional, and likened God to a shepherd who leaves 99 sheep inside the fence and hunts frantically for the one. When will the church embrace the one stray? I say the church will never be God's church until it turns into a community for both the upright and the rejects. Dear church, dear Christian church, I'm a mess, but I am God's mess. And when he calls me into his church one day, please do not stand in my way.